Los Angeles, early 2025. In a cozy studio in the heart of Hollywood, soft yellow lights illuminate the gleaming kitchen counter. The scent of toasted bread wafts through the air, mingling with the saltiness of black olives and the spiciness of dried red peppers, all creating an atmosphere both intimate and exotic. Standing in the middle of the space is a woman familiar to millions of viewers around the world, Caitriona Balfe. But today, she is not Claire Fraser in her corset and deep Scottish forest. She is on Celeb Tastes, where stars try new dishes and share stories from their daily lives. And today's dish? A dish with a unique name, Super Salty, a Middle Eastern-style salad with pickles, dried anchovies, feta cheese, and a tangy dressing dubbed Tears of the Sea God. When the plate is placed in front of her, Caitriona furrows her brows and smiles charmingly. Super salty? Sounds more like an attitude than a dish. You know, Rami is always hot. The show was light-hearted with laughter. The host asked, "Is there any dish that reminds you of anyone?" Caitriona tilted her head in thought, then smiled mischievously. "Well, this one is a bit mixed and salty. It reminds me of Rami Malek." The host was surprised. "Oh? Have you and Rami worked together before?" "No, but I've met him a few times at events. Rami is always hot, in an unexpected way. He's mysterious, energetic, and sometimes a little salty, like this dish." The whole studio burst into laughter. But Caitriona continued, her voice suddenly more sincere. "There are people who don't have to do much. Just being there makes everything around them more alive. Rami is that kind of person. When salty exceeds tolerance." After a few bites of Super Salty, Caitriona began to grimace. "Oh my God, I feel like I just kissed a rock of raw salt." The host tried to hold back her laughter. "Want to try diluting it with a little lemon juice?" Caitriona shook her head. She put down her knife and fork, then suddenly did the unthinkable. She took a pair of small scissors from her apron and cut the salad into smaller pieces. "A slice of salt for each person, it's more fair," she said. "And honestly, there are some things in life that you need to cut out before they overload your taste buds, or your heart." The words made the atmosphere in the studio pause. A moment of silence. Then applause, not for the act of chopping salad, but for a surprisingly profound metaphor. A personal and subtle sharing. In the post-interview, Caitriona reveals more about her feelings about too salty things in life. This industry, movies, entertainment has relationships, expectations, even invitations that are very appealing at first. But then you realize they are like this dish, too strong, too overwhelming, and you forget your own true taste. The interviewer nods. "And you cut it out?" "Not all of it," Caitriona replies, her eyes shining with determination. "But I've learned to recognize what I need to taste, and what I need to part with before I swallow." A little outlander, a little honesty. Viewers may be familiar with the image of Claire, a smart, resilient woman who never backs down. But today, Caitriona is not playing Claire. She is herself, a woman who is experienced, sharp and brave enough to laugh, to share and to cut what is no longer necessary. Whether she is joking about Rami Malek or comparing salad to life choices, Caitriona shows a side that fans always appreciate: sincerity. And as one fan commented on the show's video, Caitriona can make you think deeply, even when she is just eating salad. Salty, but still full of the sweetness of courage. When the show ended, Caitriona stood up, waved to the audience, and left her neatly cut salad on the table. She looked back at it one last time and smiled, as if the dish had helped her decipher something more about life, or about herself. Maybe Rami Malek will watch this episode, and smile at the line, "Rami is always hot." Maybe not. But surely, viewers learned something from the seemingly funny scissors. Know how to cut out what is too strong, too salty in your life, before it takes away the true sweetness of yourself.